It appears to be a bowl of kasha, though I'm not sure who it's for. Having a late dinner?
What? Oh no, it's just a simple offering.
An offering? Ah, is that meant for a domovoi?
Indeed, it is. Something my mother used to do. It's silly, I suppose, but I find it comforting.
It's not silly at all. My mother would leave bread crusts, so I'd say your domovoi is well fed by comparison, though it does have more to protect here.
You mean the books? As much as I love them, in honesty, I'd rather it had people to protect. A family, perhaps. Its services are somewhat wasted here. Now how can I help you this fine evening, Miss Morozova?
Actually, I had hoped we could continue our town tour.
That's music to my ears. There's still much to see. Let us depart. More tales await.
It's so peaceful here.
The peasants who work this land live in the huts over there.
They work the fields from dawn till dusk.
A difficult life, without doubt. I'm glad someone seems to have found solace in music.
I've heard tell of mischievous spirits who dwell in fields such as these. Let us search for signs of their stirring.
I'm sure you have no real belief in such creatures, yet still you search.
Belief matters not in the face of discovery, and I'd be delighted to be proven wrong. Onwards!
What's that you found?
Well, Miss Morozova, it appears someone has left an offering of their own. I dare say more bountiful than mine.
2 chickens' eggs and a cockerel.
This doesn't correlate with any spirits I'm aware of. Perhaps our talented friend over there could shed some light. Pleasant evening, my good man.
Your playing is beautiful.
You didn't touch it, did you?
The cockerel and eggs? No, they remain safe. We recognize an offering when we see one.
It can no longer crow, the cockerel. It wasn't easy to find. I had to travel 3 farms over, but it will be worth it.
Who, exactly, are you trying to appease?
A Polovic lives in these fields. I need his cooperation, his help.
A Polyvic? Are you familiar with this, Liza?
A spirit of the fields. We shared these stories as children.
Fascinating, Liza. I foresee the two of us blossoming into a folkloric friendship.
Perhaps something more awaits us.
Tell me, good sir, for what do you need his help?
The crops are failing.
Ah, So these fields must be the landowners, and you're just given a small plot to tend.
That's right. I work the land for him every day. His fields are golden. But my patch is dry and bedded with rocks. This year has not been kind to the harvest.
So this is why you seek to curry favour with this Polyvic. How exactly does the creature operate?
He appears only when he believes himself to be alone. He can be cruel at times, trampling farmers he thinks are too lazy or those who work at noon.
Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions about this creature?
I will tell all I know.
I'm sorry, I do realise I invited you here in the first place.
No need to apologize. This is a great research opportunity for you. I will be nearby.
Thank you.
Could there be truth behind this Polyvic story? I'm beginning to believe most fairy tales are founded in truth of some manner. The farmer said he only appears when he believes himself to be alone. Aha, Mr. Polyvic, I assume.
Ah! How dare you sneak up on us, Upir? This field holds nothing for your kind.
I mean you no harm, nor do I intend to take your offering.
Good.
I only ask that you might take pity on a struggling farmer and lend him your favor. I assume you are the one responsible for the poor harvest.
And why should we, eh?
His offering is fair.
The eggs is good, but it's all cockerels or bones. Who keeps telling them we like a bird that won't crow no more?
What else do you want?
Look, we like it when the grass is thick and tall, gives us more places to hide. So we'll think about helping him this time, but we want something else from him.
And what would that be?
We like the sound he makes, but we also want praise for our gifts.
And if he plays a song with words of praise, you will aid his crops?
So tall they'll be that he won't see his own feet.
Wonderful. I'll see to it. You stay here and listen.
Utterly fascinating.
I have a thought, well, an idea that might help.
Yes?
Perhaps if you were to play for the Polyvic and give him words of praise, he might be more willing to lend his assistance.
An inspired idea. You're just full of surprises.
I will play, but I am not one for speaking in poetry. I fear my words would be an insult.
What about you, Liza? Perhaps you could compose something for our mischievous friend.
Me? Well, I will do my best.
Excellent. My good sir, when you are ready.
Noble spirit with your head of hay, grant to us your aid this troubled day. We seek your wisdom on bended knee, that you might bless us with your majesty.
Bravo! Recitation fit for the proudest of spirits, delivered in sonorous tones.
Many thanks for your help, my lady.
It's the best I could manage in the circumstances.
Your company has been a pleasure. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with me.
It was nothing. And thank you, ma'am, for helping me with the words. I hope the Polovic heard it.
I have no doubt he did. Best of luck to you this coming harvest.
If not, well, at least I am lucky to have a Polovic, and not a Polutnitsa.
A Polutnitsa? Is this another spirit of the fields?
Yes, she is far less forgiving, that one.
What an evening! How thrilling to see law in the everyday lives of people.
Your enthusiasm was certainly contagious.
You're too kind. I suppose moments like these with people of the town make me feel more accepted. Ultimately a selfish goal, if one thinks about it.
With the care you give to your work and the people you encounter, I imagine you'd be a favorite in town.
My ancestry may mirror that of the great Pushkin, but to most I'm something of an oddity. A curio to be gazed upon at best, and feared at worst.
I see.
I often wonder whether my desire to spread these stories is driven by a need to form a connection with this land. To one day call it home without feeling foolish. Though whether it will embrace this connection is yet to be seen.
You are not alone in feeling alone.
I'm just glad that this evening we have each other's company.
Me too.
Let's take one last look at our offering. Perhaps luck has been on our side. Look! The cockerel is still here, but the eggs are gone!
Oh, so they are. A fox must have got to them.
A fox? I think not. This is the work of our Polyvic.
So you're converted to the ways of the spirit folk?
After hearing your ballad, who wouldn't be?
Stop teasing.
Noble spirit with your head of hay.
Be quiet, Roman. You had better keep this between us.
But it seems a crime to keep your talents to yourself.
You scoundrel.
Let's get back to town. I promise not to recite another line once we arrive. We seek your wisdom on bended knee. Oh, you're so handsome with a sickle in hand.
Roman!
I'm kinda sad for Trophim though, because his quest basically liberates him from the Countess. That's what makes me feel bad. Because, yeah. I'm like, no, Trophim, you'll be trapped forever. He's gonna grow old forever being a serf to her. Won't really have a life of his own.
It's a storage room for the building. That's also where packages are delivered for tenants to pick up.
Evgeny? Anastasia? Oh. I must retire to my quarters so I can read this letter.
A letter from Anastasia.
Oh boy. Oh man. Then again, we're not yet in a relationship. Anastasia and I are not yet in a relationship. I wonder what's the thought of the game with multiple relationships. I'm very curious. I honestly thought I was done with this too. Apparently they want more.
Intriguing. I should stop by Evgeny's house when I get a minute.
But not before I do the final tour. I will meet Evgeny first. So I'm overly curious of what he wants. I just saw Anastasia. I was like, nope. No, dude, there he is. God. He looks hammered again. Really, my dude?
I fear he's too drunk to talk about that thing from his letter. If it's important, it can wait.
Ah, Liza, my muse.
Thinking he's too drunk, and apparently Liza said, let's not talk to him in that state. Alright, I guess. I need to gamble again later on. I think I'm running low on money. Ah, not really. That was a lie.
Hello, mademoiselle.
I wondered if it was a good time to continue our tour. I know I've taken far too much of your time already.
Liza, please. I take as much enjoyment from our time together as you. Perhaps even more.
Oh yeah.
Now the question is, where shall we go? You know, the creature you asked about before, the Nav, at the time I knew nothing more than what was in the book. However, I dug a little further and found that we happen to have our very own Nav legend right here in town, on Lover's Island.
How thrilling! I would indeed be most interested to learn more.
It's decided then. We're off to Lover's Island, where tales of our Nav await. Ah, splendid. It's still here.
Is this something you've done before? Tours of Lover's Island for the local townswomen?
Ha! Only for those with a thirst for folklore, who also desire to spend an evening in a cold boat. In other words, never. Though I've made the journey alone many times.
Then I feel lucky to be beside you. Did you say a cold boat?
I did indeed.
So, Lover's Island. Such a curious name.
You will soon come to learn just how curious.
And you say this place has a connection to a Nav?
Yes, you see, a Nav is said to arise from a tragic or untimely death. A soul grown hateful towards those who enjoy the life of which they were robbed.
Very cryptic. And who exactly is this Nav in question?
Several hundred years ago, This town and its surrounding counties were owned by a cruel lord, a general. The lord's most loyal underling was a man named Dragomir.
Dragomir?
Yes, Dragomir was a native of town, and as such he had been the lord's closest advisor since being gifted with the estate.
To be gifted a town and all the people within it. Such strange, cruel rules we live by.
Liza, I fear you are beyond correct. With all his flaws, Dragomir had been vital in keeping the townsfolk safe from his lord's most vicious acts, redirecting his anger elsewhere.
And the island?
In his youth, Dragomir spent many a long day escaping to the island with his childhood love Elena, far from the eyes of their parents.
Oh man, he knows the history of Dragomir. That's the ancient dude we talked to before. Apparently he has a childhood love named Elena. I wonder if Liza reminded him of his childhood love. This is an interesting one because I've never heard of any other history about Dragomir.
So this is an island where lovers elope.
You won't think it's so romantic when you hear the full story.
That's a shame. It is a hauntingly beautiful place for romance to blossom.
That's not to say romance cannot return to these shores.
I look forward to hearing the rest of it. Let's head out.
We've arrived. Explore at your leisure. What do you have there?
It looks like part of an old oar, preserved in the mud.
We are surely not the first to set ashore here under the cover of darkness. Let us continue the tale. The Lord was known to marry every year only for his wives to disappear, leaving behind terrible rumours of their demise. When it once again came time for the Lord to take a wife, Dragomir's childhood love, Elena, was a victim of the Lord's desires.
Such evil.
Enough to rival even the darkest of authors' minds, though I'm afraid this is not fiction. Where were we? Oh yes. On the eve of her betrothal to the Lord, Elena plotted with Dragomir to elope together, leaving town and the cruel Lord far behind. They were to meet in the old abandoned house on this island, their secret childhood sanctuary. Now let us continue exploring.
An old bronze candlestick.
Perhaps it is the very same that was lit on that dark night. The Lord held tight patrols around the perimeter of his estate. The only route of escape was across the lake where no guards patrolled. Dragomir held watch duty outside the Lord's chambers that evening. He would have to wait until the dead of night before he could leave unnoticed. He would leave a boat for Elena to row to the island after dusk, where she would light a single candle in the window as a sign of her arrival.
A beacon of hope on the darkest of nights.
Dragomir would meet her there, and the two would sail together to the opposite shore, where a horse and freedom awaited.
To risk one's life for love.
Would you do the same?
For the right person, Yes, I believe I would.
Then this right person you speak of should consider themselves lucky beyond compare.
Would you?
Even if love were not a factor, I would do so, just to help her escape a cruel and undeserved fate. Though I am somewhat mistrustful of horses. Let us continue.
It appears to be some kind of blade.
Yes. I'd say a spear tip. The remnant of a bloody deed, perhaps. The tale continues. The hour approached, and Dragomir crept from the door of his lord's chambers, making for the lake. He arrived at the shore to see Elena's boat was absent. As to be expected, she must be awaiting him on the island.
All according to plan, thus far.
He rowed through the dark water. As he drew nearer, a light became visible, flickering on the island. Dragomir reached the shore and ran to the doors of the house, his heart filled with joy.
You really know how to set up a character for a fall. I'm picturing him skipping with a picnic basket in hand.
Ha! It's a storyteller's #1 trick of the trade. The higher the heart, the greater the fall. Dragomir flung the door open to find no sign of Elena, just a solitary candle burning upon the windowsill.
Haunting.
Quite.
An abandoned house.
I believe it predates the Nav legend. A hermit is said to have lived here during the Dark Ages. The door to the house suddenly slammed shut, followed by the sound of a large bolt sliding into place and a familiar voice. "You dare try to flee with that which is mine?" The Lord spoke, and Dragomir's eyes filled with horror.
I have a suspicion they aren't getting on that horse.
"Now you will burn," spoke the Lord, and with that the house was ablaze. Dragomir screamed in anguish as the cabin was engulfed. On any approach to the windows, the spears of the Lord's men would greet him. He was trapped. Dragomir burned to death in this very house, betrayed by his love through fear.
And what of her?
Elena was wed to the Lord that very morning, the scent of Dragomir's burning flesh still clinging to the Lord's beard as they kissed. Her fate after that day is unknown.
Well, I suppose she did break a sacred oath of marriage to the Lord. Such things rarely go unpunished.
What a peculiar stand you take on that point. Fair enough.
And with that, I'm assuming, a Nav was born. One who knows only hatred, pain, and despair.
Well, yes, according to the local residents, though I find the reality far more comforting.
Which is?
That Dragomir's suffering ended that night when his body could no longer take the flame.
Perhaps even before that, when the smoke overwhelmed his lungs.
I have such a wonderful time sharing these grisly tales with you. I almost forget how logical your medical mind truly is.
You truly believe them to be tales?
I believe all folk tales have a root in reality. The often brutal conditions of our world cause such unspeakable suffering. This makes us look beyond our physical confines to find solace and justice in the magical.
Perhaps there is more truth in some of these tales than you realize.
What do you mean, Miss Morozova?
I suppose I have seen things that make me less skeptic.
I would be eager for you to share these things when you are ready.
Yes, I may.
Liza, I'd tour the world if it could be in your company, but it may be for the best that this is our last.
Did I just got dumped again?
I fear people will start to gossip if they see us alone together another night.
Yeah, haha.
Then, let us make these rumors true and official before the townsfolk have means to.
I have a freaking, what do you call this? Achievement unlock multiple relationships.
If this is agreeable to you, of course.
Far more than agreeable. Every second with you has been filled with joy and beauty.
Then we can enjoy the seconds, hours, and days to come, together.
Well, it appears Lover's Island has found redemption. Now let us return to the mainland, together.
I shall break the curse that was bestowed upon me earlier. The end. Now let's see what. Well, I'm gonna have to dump. I'm not gonna have to disappoint Anastasia. Sorry, girl. Besides, there's already one woman who's pretty much made herself perfectly clear with me, and you have Evgeny. Evgeny is drunk though. So let's see.
Anastasia, I received your letter and came as soon as I could.
Oh dear. My heart is beating like a drum all of a sudden.
I can hear it.
Listen, firstly, I didn't want to say anything before it was done, but Evgeny and I signed the papers.
Oh no. Did you guys decided to? Is that why Evgeny is drunk? Oh no.
As of yesterday, we are no longer married. whatever happens next, you helped me understand that this marriage is not for me.
Whoa, wait a second. Let me reload that. Something says that something told me I failed. Wait a second. Yo, let's redo the date. Hang on a second. I already failed one quest. Don't fucking make me fail another one. God, what? No, absolutely not. Homebreaker! Hey, no, I did not. I swear to God, I did no such thing. All right.
Something feels different around here. Do you notice it too, Petya?
Oh, I did a little sweeping during the day. Maybe that's it? I know I can't breathe anymore, but somehow the dust still bothered me.
Oh, Petya, thank you. That's lovely.
It's no trouble at all. I have to earn my keep somehow.
A letter from Roman.
Look at that, how personal that letter is. My sweet Liza, yours always, Roman. And then it tells me it's gonna break my heart. Delightful!
Liza,
Yes, Roman?
there was something I said the other night that I've been thinking about.
I see. Let's discuss this somewhere more private. Go on.
I like how the zoom in and out was a heart.
I assumed my desire to share these stories was driven by a need to form a connection with this land.
Oh, yes. I remember.
Spending this time with you has made me realise it's not some idea of land I want to form a connection with, it's people. I've loved sharing tales with you, admiring your reaction and being gifted with your observations.
Well, you have a singular talent for sharing stories, and your passion is infectious. You really have something special to offer the people of this land.
Do you truly believe so?
Of course I do. I wish everyone could experience the knowledge you offer so freely.
Perhaps it's finally time to start planning my great expedition.
Your expedition?
Yes, an expedition to share and learn the folklore of our country from the people themselves.
What a magnificent idea! The stories to collect, the tales to weave. I would love to help you plan, to be a part of it.
With you by my side, such an expedition will surely be the adventure of a lifetime. Let us start our machinations bright and early tomorrow morning.
The morning?
Liza, what is wrong? Did I say something to offend?
No, it's just... I can't see you tomorrow morning. Or any morning, for that matter. I cannot leave the house by daylight.
I had observed as much. You seem to be only out by night, yet show no signs of fatigue. I may be biased in your favour, but you look refreshed when my eyes grow heavy. You have a habit of disappearing when I look away, at the graveyard, the farmland, then appear as if by magic, with a genius solution in hand.
Yeah, pretty much that's all. That's all they're gonna do. You're gonna have to spend money on Cabernet because the Franks goes back after a month.
Roman, I'm unsure of how to say this.
Take your time and know that no judgment awaits from me.
I've kept something from you. Something about myself.
Yes?
I can't say just yet, however, one day I hope to share with you all I am. Will you wait for me until then?
Liza, I accept you in all your enigmatic splendour. Whatever troubles you, I will wait and we will face it together.
Roman.
If we shall only meet by night, then so be it. I'm sure I will say it countless times to come. An evening in your company is worth 100 days without.
I feel exactly the same, my love.
My heart.
No.
I feel a new story beginning.
And a story more enthralling than any tale from here to the ends of the earth, for we shall write it together.
Together.
Now, back to work and planning.
Whoa, not even a kiss? Come on. The girls kissed me multiple times. What about you?
There is much work yet to be done at the bookstore before such a journey, but once complete, what adventures await us!